Episode 26, this one's for the leads. What makes a great lead in regarding flow on the dance floor? Number of things are going to affect this. Obviously, how your partner is dancing will affect how well you are able to make things flow, but there's generally a few different bits and pieces that we can do to make it a bit smoother on the dance floor, okay? The first of those is to think about the basic principles that we have when we're dancing. Principle number one is what we call the elastic band theory. You'll see me do that quite a lot, okay? So as I step away from my partner, I'm stretching away from my partner. As I step back, again, I'm rolling through my foot, so I'm not just there, okay? So I'm actually rolling through my foot as I take that step back. Or if I want to take a step to the side, I still roll through my foot. So I'm committing my weight one way or another, okay? But the basic principle is that I want to smoothly transfer my weight away from my partner, okay? The second part is where the hands should go. Now, traditionally in dancing, what we've often said to the leaders is have the hand down at waist level, and then it's going to go from this position here to above the lady's head, okay, depending on how tall the ladies are, of course, right? Now, we have a distance down here at the lady's waist level to up here above the lady's waist level. Let's assume the ladies are about my height, which of course is 6'4", as we all know. Okay, so we want to make sure that if the hand is down really low and then up really high, then that's quite a long distance for the hand to go, and therefore it's not going to actually be that smooth a dance. Generally when I dance, and I try and encourage the more advanced dancers to do this, I'll generally have my hand at about the lady's chest level. Now that isn't an excuse each time you're dancing, men, just to check out the lady's chest levels. Let me just point that out right now. Okay, but we want to make sure it's about the lady's chest level. And then the distance from here to just above the lady's head, as you can see, is much, much less. And if we think about a graph, sorry to go a bit scientific on you here, but if we have a sawtooth graph that goes like this, then that's not going to be very smooth. If we have a sine wave graph, it's going to be a much smoother principle as we go along the slot. Okay, so we want to make sure that we try and minimize the amount of movement that we've got with our hands. Okay, now you'll notice each time as well, I'm leading up or I'm leading down. At no point will I be leading forwards in our elastic band theory. Okay, so that's the main thing to remember. So I'm moving my body towards my partner. My body is what's giving my partner momentum. My hand will generally be what's giving the ladies direction. Okay, so for our elastic band theory, I move my body towards my partner and I raise my hand. Or, like for a slingshot, and the hand again, as you can see, it's about chest height, I will lower my hand a little bit. Okay, but again, it's going down. It's not going forwards, round, back. Okay, so I'm literally moving my body, and actually my hand stays relatively still, but if anything, it goes down on that occasion. Okay, so from a leader's perspective, what we're looking for is to move our body and move our hands. Okay, and our hands are going to go up and down, body's going to go backwards and forwards. Now, the only other part of that is what we call the shadow technique, okay, which is where you have the ladies at the end, you're already stretched away from them. Okay, there's two different techniques we're going to do here. Already stretched away, and you will lead your partner forwards. Now, at that occasion there, you will move your hand ever so slightly forwards, but the ladies will have all the momentum already because you'll have moved your body, and then ever so slightly afterwards, you move that hand to give them just the extra part to allow them to go past you. But it's the same principle about when you're going along a motorway. It's very easy just to push the pedal down a little bit quicker and you'll zip round. It's much easier to do that than when you're driving slowly and trying to move around a very slow corner. Okay, so you want to make sure that if you are using that technique where you are moving your partner with the body and they're going the same direction, you can then ever so slightly lead with the hand as well. The only other time is like when we're doing a sway or a neck break or a short neck break, any of those, where we are side by side with our partners. Again, what we don't want to do is just push with the arm. Okay, so you want to make sure men you are, or leaders, you are further back than your partner if you can, and you keep that frame in place and you move your body forward. Okay, so at no point, if I've moved my body forward, so I then need to go like that to shove the arm forward as well. What I'm looking for is to move my body forwards. They will have momentum. Remember, it's their job. Turn their feet together, step back by themselves, etc., etc. So you're initiating the move as you go through. Okay, so that is all about men trying to make it a little bit smoother and actually raising the hand up and down. If you forget everything I said, try it with the hand at about chest height. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe. This is my YouTube channel. Lots more videos coming up. Hope to see you again soon.